Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Kristen, also known as Voolenvine, and you are watching YarnGasm, video podcast episode 49. We are one episode away from episode 50. Woo! I'm excited. And the reason why, it's been a while since I video podcast, and the reason for that is because I did record an audio podcast this past week, but of course, GarageBand crashed, and I lost everything. So, here we are. And plus, I have a lot to show you this week, so video podcast kind of makes sense. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Whether you're a new listener or returning listener, welcome, welcome. So glad to have you. This is my humble abode, my living room. And for lack of a better background, we have an owl. Say hello, owl. Just pretty speechless. Anyway, I have a lot to say anyway, so don't mind the owl. Anyway, but yeah, and this is my microphone, so don't mind that if that pops up. Anyway, okay. So yeah, Ravelena games did not really pan out quite well for me. If you recall my last episode, for the Ravelena games, I decided to complete my Evenstar shawl, which I had originally cast on in January. And long story short, like I'm not really into the whole Ravelena game thing. I never participated in when it was called the Revelympics. I just never hopped on that bandwagon for whatever reason. I'm not good at obligations. So sue me. But this time around, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna like put metal to the pedal and just do it, and engage. And I basically dove through my UFO bin and came up with my Evenstar shawl. And I'm like, you know what? I was really enjoying it. Why didn't I finish it? Duh. I don't know. And I was like, it was so pretty, and I was like, I should really just finish it. So that was my goal for the Ravelena games. Finish Evenstar. Simple enough, right? Yeah. Can you hear the Jaws theme song in the background? I'm sure you can. Anyway, didn't quite pan out. I ripped back once, tinked back 5 times. I don't recall. It was just a whole disaster. Finally, I was like, I can do this, I can do this. No, I ripped back all the way, and I was just like, my senses came to me, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to finish this. So, ripped back to a certain point, but I saved some so I could actually show you. And this, again, is Madeline Tosh Prairie in their antique lace colorway. This is the remnants of my first attempt at doing the Evenstar shawl. This camera does not do the color justice at all, but hey, I'm working with what I got here. So as you can see, all was going great until like a certain point, and I think I even just frogged back where I messed up. So I can't even show you the damage that was done. But if you see this part here, this little leafy area right here, it's there was like another repeat that shouldn't have been there, and thus I called it the uneven star because it was just uneven, and it got to a point where I'm like, I can deal with it. I can deal with a little unevenness. Like it's the pattern's still going, it's still working out for me. But as I was knitting, I'm like, no, I put so much work into it. I want it to turn out the right way. Couldn't do it, so I frogged back, ripped back, and just this is what I'm left with. I think what I'm going to be doing with this is frogging it all the way back and knitting a Henslow shawl, which I mentioned in a previous episode, and I will link to in the show notes. So it's a very pretty shawl, very simple, Shetland lace inspired. I'm not entirely sure of the whole thing, but anyway, check the show notes. That's probably what I'm going to be knitting with that. But there is good news, because I did cast on an Evenstar Part 2. No, Take 2. Evenstar Take 2. And with that, I surprised myself because I've been a pretty big yarn snob lately. I've been getting a lot of hand-dyed yarns, namely fingering weight and everything, and I've just been on a whole Mad Tosh yarn snobbery kick. I don't know. Anyway, I happened to be on knitpicks.com because they were having a sale. Yay! And I stumbled on their gloss lace weight, and I fell in love with this one color called, in their sterling, which is kind of like a bluish. Oh god, this camera is not working out for this. It's not this blue, guys. It's a solid gray. I believe it's like 30% silk and then 70% merino wool. So it has like a nice kind of glossy sheen to it, and it's just really pretty. And can you believe, like, I started this on Monday. Can you believe it? I got Knitpicks delivered their package to me on Monday, and I cast on. I've been so excited about it. This is how far I got. I am so excited. I don't know if you can see, but like I'm almost there where I left off. So it's coming along. It's coming along. So excited. Anyway. Oh, yes. I have the bag right next to me. Sorry for the crinkling. But yeah, this is their Knitpicks gloss lace. And to be specific, it is 70% merino wool and 30% silk. And each skein comes with 440 yards at 50 grams. And it's lace weight. And I ordered 3 skeins. Don't quote me on this, but I think it was like $6 and change. Or no. I think it was like $4 and change. So I made out like a bandit. And in the meantime, while I was still on Knitpicks, my friend, she saw my my color affection shawl, and she fell in love. She's like, oh my gosh, can you knit me one? And then I said, yes. Let me know what colors you like. I will gladly tell you. And she basically, long story short, she was just kind of like, no, I have to pay you for blah, blah, blah. Anyway, after much like bantering back and forth, no, I want to knit something for you. No, I can't, blah, blah, blah. I got the color yellow out of her. Yellow. Obviously, she wants me to knit her something, and she likes the color yellow. That's what I got out of her. So this was extra on sale. I got this for like 3 and change on Knitpicks, and it's the same thing. It's their gloss lace colorway in dandelion, which is very, very pretty. And I don't know what I'm gonna knit with it, but if you're listening, Boomy, you're getting this. Yeah. And so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, what else have I been working on? I have some finished objects to tell you about, so I'm very excited about. Again, sorry for the crinkling. Where'd it go? I finished. Someone texted me, I'm sorry. I finished my Brandywine shawl because since I could not follow through with my uneven star, I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish something for the Ravelana games. I'm not going to be a total failure. So I finished my Brandywine shawl, and it still needs to be it's still the ends still blah blah blah. I cannot talk, guys. I'm sorry. The ends still need to be woven in, but if you can see it, it's here. Woo. And this is using the True Blood. I'll put it on. Okay. I'm not one for triangles, but this is very nice. I think I will be wearing this as a winter scarf or something. I don't know. But it's very pretty. I like it. Yay! So, yeah. Trying to put it on the correct way. Kind of like how they did in the picture. Okay. It's not working. Sorry. Okay. Yay, we have... Staying? No? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's staying. So anyway, this is Blue Moon Fiber Arts Socks That Rock Lightweight in their True Blood colorway. True Blood Red colorway, and basically it's a semi-solid red, and it's very lovely. I think the camera is saturating it more than it should be, but it's just, oh my gosh, I love knitting this. I could knit like 10 more. I exaggerate, but I mean, it was just such an enjoyable, straightforward knit. I highly recommend it. The first couple of rows were a little tricky, but once you get past that whole like pointy tip thing, you're good to go. But yeah. So, yeah, this is it. I don't know. I'm very lazy. I still need to weave in these ends, but we'll see. Oh, I wanted to mention, with my Evenstar Take 2, what I did was, as opposed to, I just wanted to mention this because when I know the pattern calls to cast on with DPNs, and well, I did that with the first try. It was just utter bedlam. I was not enjoying myself, and I had to cast on several times. This time around, I actually cast on with the magic loop method. I just took these circulars. I think they're about 16 inches long. They were size 3, which the pattern does call for size US 3 needles. And I happen to be using like 16-inch circulars. And basically, I just magic looped the whole cast on until I could actually spread all the stitches out onto the whole thing. And it worked wonders. I didn't have to restart. It was heavenly. Oh my god. I cannot. I am such an advocate of magic loop. I love it. It's great. I highly recommend it. I mean, if you can, learn how to magic loop, I swear your life will be so much easier. I mean, you may not enjoy it, whatever, more power to you, to each their own, but for me, I love magic looping. I'm so psyched that I know how to do it and taught myself how to do it. So anyway, I digress. Just, FYI. Anyway. As for other projects that I finished, as you know, I recently went to Cape Cod, and I had ordered a skein of Jinx yarns in her oil slick colorway, and they came in the mail right before I went to Cape Cod, and I knit a pair of socks, and they are done. How awesome are those? Again, camera, super saturating colorway. I apologize. But yeah, look how awesome these are. So cool. So excited. I have socks. Yay. I don't know if I can get them any better. The color. But as you can see, it's like very, very, oh, there we go. There we go. This is more true to the colorway. Teal, muted colors of purple, gray, and it's just such a lovely, lovely colorway. And it's, whoa, I'm pink. And it's just so soft and so, I'm just gonna like wear them as mittens. I don't think people would mind if I just, wear them as mittens, it's in the winter. Hey guys, check out my sock mittens, yay! Oh my god. I have to stop. I really have to stop. But anyway. So yeah, socks. And of course I have another pair that I'm working on, which is the Krabby McCrabby pants, Blue Moon Fiber Heart Socks are rock lightweight in their Krabby McCrabby pants colorway. And if I can get the white balance to work, there we go. You have some white, you have some teal, purples, navy blues, very, very pretty. Loving this colorway. It's gorgeous. Anyway, so I'm still working on the second sock. I don't know why it's taking me forever to work on it, but there you go. So yeah. And in the meantime, I am actually working on another shawl, similar to the Harmony shawl by Judy Marples. Very similar, but more leafy, not wavy. If you remember that pattern is very wavy, not, I don't know. Anyway, this is how far I've gotten on it. I will, of course, post a link to it in the show notes. And this is the green that sings, Blue Moon Fiber Hard Socks are rock lightweight. I want to kick people. Sorry, it's made a creepy face. But yeah, so I'm getting there. I have to say it's not autopilot knitting. I have to pay attention to what is exactly going on while I'm knitting it. But I think it'll be a nice departure from when I'm getting tired of working on Evenstar, like if I need a break or something, just a break, you know? Um I really do have a lot to show. My cat just jumped up on the table. I'm sorry, she shook it. Anyway, but I really do have a lot to show you this week because I am working on some other stuff. Starditis is again nigh, my friends. I have a bag. Oh, and by the way, if any of you shop at Urban Outfitters, their bags are amazing. I don't know, like for some reason I just collect them and use them as project knitting bags because they have a handle. They have a handle and they're like made of like this recycled fabric that's just really cool, and you can just scrunch them up or whatever and like toss them in the corner. They're great. Anyway, I keep my projects in here, and as you know, I started a hanging garden stole part 2, as the French would say. And I'm using, again, Madeline Tosh Prairie in their French gray colorway. And it's slow going, but it's going. Here you go. You can see I am halfway into the second repeat of the pattern. It's very slow going. Obviously, I'm very excited about Evenstar, so I've been working on that for the most part, but I am pretty much there. I don't know. But I have like beads going on, and it's honestly, I'm loving this a little bit more than my last hanging garden stole. So yeah, I'm very excited. I just have to work on it more. I have to put a dent in it, and it's coming. I think once my infatuation with Evenstar is over, probably after I finish it, I will work on my hanging garden stole. And that is what I'm working on. Yeah, it's Friday night. I am about to meet the mister. We're going to dinner, and I feel like this is a very short episode. I don't know what exactly else to talk about at the moment. I have a couple patterns queued up on, that I would have originally for Stash Bus Army, but I feel like this is just kind of like a straightforward podcast where I just update you on what's been going on. So that's what's been going on. I'm sorry if this is a very short episode, and it's a video podcast. I know most of you are used to an audio podcast, but there you go. I wanted to give you something, so here we are. Yeah, so that being said, if show notes are available on my blog at voolenvine.com. That's VOOLENVINE. And you can reach me on Ravelry and Twitter. I am Voolenvine on there as well. And yeah, have a great week, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye. Happy knitting.